Okay, look, I can finally see chat. Now I have to close my browser. Oh my god, it froze again. Oh, by the way, can you guys hear me at all? That's the important part. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, cause I have no idea. I've been having a lot of problems with my streaming software. I spent the past hour or so just trying to fix it, and now my Twitch chat isn't responding. Maybe I should just use my phone to look at Twitch chat. Cause yeah, this is getting kind of ridiculous. I think because now I'm running two webcams, as in two Logitech webcams, it's kind of screwing up my Surface. I'm running out of RAM and CPU. Okay, so can you guys hear me? I have to look at chat again, 1 second. This is awful. Why can't I? Okay, I'm just gonna edit the title using my phone because I can't do it using my Surface browser. Okay, so this is a Tina C. I'm gonna change. I know the title is still wrong. Give me 1 second. Tina C. There's a lot of capital letters. Tina C. Next HHKB. We're using Lubed Ergo Clear, I believe. Okay. Okay, now refresh and let me know if you see the new title. Okay, so can you guys hear me? Quiet and laggy main cam. You're a bit quiet and lag sometimes. Okay, let me. Yeah, the lag is getting pretty bad. Okay. Okay, just give me 1 second. Because if it's really bad, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change back to my usual camera. Okay, so just give me, yeah, because I changed the camera. Give me a few. Okay, so for the camera, okay, let's change the volume first. You said I'm a bit soft, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. Okay, what about now? Can you guys hear me just fine now? I upped the volume for the mic on Windows itself. So oh, okay. I can hear myself from my room. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go turn off the browser with it. Okay. Okay, so you're saying the main camera has low FPS, right? Okay, what about now? Is it still low? Because I have nothing else open right now. My browser's not open. I only have Windows Task Manager open. That's pretty much it. Yeah, nothing else open now. What about now? Is it still lagging really bad? Because now I have nothing open, it should be okay. Let me move the camera higher up a little bit. Yeah, the problem is every time I stream, I'm trying to add something to it. Either I add a new microphone, I try a new microphone, I try a new webcam, and so there's a lot of issues that crop up. And because a lot of settings keep resetting every time I restart my computer, and now the camera is going crazy with the focus. Let's see if that helps. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so the camera is fine now. Man, this autofocus is insane. Look at that. Every time I move my hands a little bit, it goes crazy. Maybe I should just turn off the autofocus. Oh, that's not a good idea too, right? Okay, so is everything okay now? I think you guys can hear me just fine, right? What about the video? Am I lagging here? Am I lagging here? You guys let me know. Yeah, the autofocus is really bad. See? Every time I move my hands just a little bit, I think if only maybe I can change the buffer a little bit, because I'm not gonna make any fast movements, so I don't need it to go crazy with the autofocus. But yeah, but right now every time I move my hands, see, look at that. Okay, but no lag. Okay, that's good. And the video audio are in sync as well. That's good. Okay. Anybody like Thai tea? I fucking love Thai tea. Not my favorite kind of milk tea, but I still like it a lot. Yeah, I didn't have time to make dinner tonight. That was my original plan. I didn't. I was busy trying to set up all this stuff. Yeah, it took me a long time because what happened was I was trying to add a new webcam and I accidentally nuked the settings on the main camera, and so I was frantically just trying to get it back. So that was really bad. Yeah, because basically the whole main camera, this scene right here, this camera just went poof. And in OBS, you can't undo, as far as I know, you can't undo any changes. And so now I've learned the beauty of locking your settings. So I've locked pretty much everything so that I don't accidentally do the same thing. Okay, been spoiled by fresh homegrown green tea from China. Nice. Okay, just to let you guys know, because I can't have chat open, actually, let me see if I can get it open on my phone so that at least I can scroll back on messages. Where do I go? Can I just have chat? I don't want the camera, I just want chat. Okay. I'm trying to try typing on my phone because I want to be able to see chat, but right now. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, so hey Rakovan and Kat, Katsumi, the Arctican. Hey, what's up? Okay, so what's up guys? Rakovan, I saw you said that it's a nice clean surface. Yeah, this is actually the desk. It's just that we haven't started soldering yet, so we're gonna have to put this thing back on. This stupid thing. You got one new burn mark on it. Okay, should I just do it now? I should just go ahead and do it now. Okay, so if I miss anything in chat, please just go ahead and repost it because I can't scroll up right now. That's the problem. Yeah, it is. It's kind of a dumb problem, but it is a problem. Okay, I'm trying to get this centered. Yeah, and the stupid part is, for example, like the webcam, it won't save settings. Anytime you change it and you restart your computer, it resets everything. And so stuff like auto white balance, autofocus, all of that. I have to change it manually each time I restart my Surface. So yeah, it's really bad. Because the auto white balance is horrible. It makes everything really, really blue. Homegrown green tea from China. So do you like green tea now? I still can't really like it. I mean, I like it a lot more than when I was a kid. So that's not bad. But I guess on a cold winter morning, it feels nice. But I normally wouldn't prefer it. Oh. All right. Well, I'm glad we're all here now. Hopefully everything's fine. Everything's working great. I don't even know why I'm showing you guys this. This is not the keyboard we're building today. Okay, let's officially start the stream. Let me move some of the stuff aside. Okay. There we go. This is what we're doing today. Okay, hello everybody. We've got, I don't know how many viewers we have. Probably have like maybe three to five viewers right now. But anyway, hello everybody. Hello Twitch and YouTube. This will probably go on YouTube maybe in a month from now. I should probably be more diligent about uploading about exporting all my streams to YouTube. I finally did one. There's actually one on YouTube right now. It's the previous Tina build that I did. The one I did for myself. The one that went horribly wrong. So that one's up right now. The 7-hour long stream that actually I had to just rebuild the whole board anyway, so it was a waste of 7 hours. But anyway, the stream's there. And so today we are building a Tina C. I'm trying to get used to the new webcam over here. But okay, today we're building a Tina C. This is I believe it's the Tina C. The A is the traditional HHKB layout. The Tina C is the MX HHKB layout. And so I'll talk about the differences in a little bit. So this kit is from KBD Fans. I will post the link in the video description down below. Below that like button. This video is sponsored by D-Brand. Anyway, so this is from KBD Fans. The case alone is $119. If you get the kit, it is $159 shipped. So it comes with a case. Actually, the whole kit is just, I might as well show you. Okay, so here's the case. Oh my god, there's a stray cable. Alright, so, oh nice, look, he's posting the link. Okay, so it comes with, this is not a true unboxing, I've already taken some stuff out. You notice some of the parts are not here. Okay, so this is the case, we're gonna take a look at it in a bit. It comes with crappy stabilizers, don't get these, okay? Please get genuine Cherry stabilizers or Zeal stabilizers, alright? Not even clear stabilizers, I'm going there again, don't get those. Only get, if you're going for clear, transparent stabilizers, only get the one from Zeal. Yeah, the other one got me in some kind of a little drama. It was just completely unnecessary. But yeah, that happened. Somebody wasn't too happy about it. But we're not here for drama. So, here's the case. It comes with some other stuff. Comes with a PCB. It doesn't come band-aided. I did this. I did a lot of prep work already. So this stream should be a little shorter than normal. Well, I say that, but we're still going to do SIP sockets and LEDs, so it's going to take a bit longer, but not as long as it should be. So this is the PCB. And the cool part about the PCB, really cool part, is that when I tried to test the PCB, I thought it was just going to be a standard layout that they're going to flash onto the PCB, right? Because this is just a DZ60 PCB. It's not unique to this Tina C. It is not unique to anything. Basically, all the Tinas are going to use this, and you can just buy a DZ60. This is a DZ60 PCB. You can just pick it up just from the store. And so the ones I've used, all of them have been flashed with just a standard 60% layout. But this one comes, because it is a MX HHKB layout, it comes pre-flashed with an HHKB layout, with all the function layers and everything done. So this one is your backspace, this one is your pipe and slash and tilde and space bar, and I believe OS and alternate, something like that. Yeah, so it comes flashed with the true HHKB layout, which is very impressive. Because I thought they just had a whole stack of PCBs that they just pre-flash with the regular layout and just stuff them all into the boxes. No, they actually have a separate stash, or they flash it right before they pack it, an HHKB layout, because they know it's going to be an HHKB kit. So that is very, very impressive. 11 out of 10. Seriously, I've never seen people do this, but yeah, very nice. And so that's the PCB. It has RGB underglow. We'll take a look at it afterwards. I've tested it. Everything seems to be working fine. It comes with a plate. It used to come with an aluminum plate, but he had lots of problems with aluminum plate, namely because it's very soft aluminum, which is nice because I like soft plates, but there's a lot of warps and damage. And the nice thing is, of course, even if it's warped, it's really easy to repair. Like most of the plates I got were warped in the corners or over here, and I just slightly pushed it back and it's fine. But now, because they've had problems with that, they now come standard with a steel plate, which should be more expensive than the aluminum plate they use. But they still charge you the same price. So you get technically an upgrade, but of course it's all preference. It's like for me, it's kind of a downgrade because I don't like stainless steel plates. But if you like stainless steel plates, you like linear switches and all that good stuff, you like a hard typing experience, then yes, steel is the way to go for you. And it is more expensive than aluminum, if I'm not mistaken. So very impressive. It is thicker. It's a lot heavier, and it's really rigid compared to the aluminum. So this is what they come standard with nowadays. Okay, so we've got that. And the switches we're going to be using today, this doesn't come with the kit obviously, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you. So it's some SIP socketed Lubed custom Ergo Clears, I believe. I don't know what switch bottoms they use. I'm not sure if it's Cherry or Gateron. I'm going to assume it's Cherry. The tops are Gateron, that's for sure. And so you see the SIP sockets, you see the clipped LEDs. I've done this all off stream so that you don't have to watch me do all the boring stuff. Okay. And this is the main deal. This is the titanium gray Tina C. Let me move this foam away. Tina C case. It is a very, very nice case. I would say under $200, this is the best you can get. Maybe even under $300. Okay, so there's titanium gray. Some people don't like how light the gray is. It's not really very light, but it's not super dark, right? But I really like it actually. It's not as nice as gunmetal gray, but it's really hard to find anything gunmetal these days. Everything's titanium or space gray or whatever. Kind of a shame, but it's a very nice shade of gray. And so it actually comes with a blue. It's supposed to be a weight, but it's not really. It's just a color plate. And so this one comes standard with a blue one, but I swapped it out with a red one from my silver Tina, from the Tina that I have. And so now he has a red one. And the new Tina case, this is the round 2 Tina. So it's already been updated, and you'll see 3 new screw holes over here. This is just to give extra reinforcement between the top and bottom half. So that's nice. It's nice to see them constantly improving the case, because that was kind of one of my concerns when I built mine. But I mean, it's not going to be a problem, but it's nice that they just went ahead and did it anyway. And it makes it easier to remove too, because before this, what you have to do to separate the top and bottom was you have to take the PCB and everything out first, and then 2 of the screws are in here, and you have to take these 2 screws off, and then 3 of the ones here before you can separate the halves. But now you just need to take the 6 screws out on the outside out. So that's kind of neat. Maybe it's just a difference between the C and the B, but I don't think so. I think it's just the difference between the rounds. But yeah, very, very nice case. The fit is phenomenal for something at this price point, because there's no flex, there's no creaks. You can't even really see the seams. Everything is just done very well. If you have a KBD75, this is actually maybe 2-3 steps up a KBD75. This is definitely up there. I would say it competes with the Duck Viper and the Duck Eagle. Just very impressive. Look at that. Look at the lines. Look how tight that is. See? Very tight, very straight. So yes, very impressive. So we're gonna set that aside. we're gonna build the keyboard first. Just gonna go to the side. If you have questions about the Tina, go ahead and ask me. I've built 2 of these now. I'm gonna build another one soon. I'm gonna build a black one pretty soon. We're waiting for Vinici he's in chat, I believe. He's gonna send he's waiting for his black one, and we're gonna build that. Not sure we're gonna build live on stream, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, now I'm gonna look back on chat. So, oh god, my phone didn't refresh chat. Oh no. Is there a way for me to look at chat? This is so dumb. I've missed a lot in chat. Oh no. Okay, it's gonna lag just a little bit. Okay, it seems to be working. Give me 1 second. Oh no, don't play it. Okay, so I will still miss a lot of the chat. So if you guys have any important things you guys said, please say it again. I'm sorry. I have no way to scroll up on chat. That's the stupid part. Okay, I'm gonna do a pop-out chat right now. Please work. Okay. Alright, so for those of you who joined the stream and said hi and everything and I missed you, I'm sorry. Go ahead and say hi again. Hi Zaid, if it's pronounced Zaid, X8, I don't even know. Zaid74Z. Okay, so hello. Alright, so now chat, I can look at it. Alright, Avid user. Have you been on stream before? Avid user, Avid user 2. Hey, what's up? Hello, hello. If this is your first time, welcome aboard. I'm not sure if it's your first time. Clipso, hey, what's up too? Man, lots of people on a Monday night. That's very impressive. Okay, I actually built my first keyboard a few days ago. Did not use dielectric loop though, but used super loop all around. Not sure how that would sound, but it feels good. All right, well, I'll check it out later. I can't open anything right now in my browser. I'm being very careful. It's so stupid. If I get any links, I probably just have to open it on my phone or something. Okay, first time. All right, well, welcome to the stream. I've got a lot of friendly folk around here, so that's very nice. No one's gonna chew you out or anything like that. Alright. Okay, so for today's build, we're actually not gonna use a steel plate. So we're actually building this for Cat on stream. Or he's the guy with the Chinese name on stream. And the guy with the white name. Well, white colored Chinese name. And so he wants an aluminum plate because he likes the softer feel as well. And usually people like soft plates with tactile switches. Alright, yeah, I'll avoid talking about that. I don't want to... Well, okay, I should have talked about it. But it was very amusing. If you want to know more, you can always just ask me about it. But yeah, so we're not using this plate. We're going to use one of the aluminum plates that I have. It's the same Tina plate. It's the old Tina plate. Hey, what's up, Chris? What's up? Okay. Pronounce it with Z? Okay, so I got it right. Okay, so this is the plate we're using. And so first of all, we're going to work on the stabilizers. So what you want to do is autofocus going crazy. Yep. Anytime I move my hands, autofocus goes crazy. I probably have to just change the setting sometime because I move my hands quite a bit. Even when I move my fingers, look at that. Okay. So first of all, we're going to clip the stabilizers. Now I've clipped most of them already. I just left the one set to show on camera. I think that's what I'm going to do from here on out. That way we can speed up the stream just a little bit. Okay, so first to clip the stabilizers, you want to look for the fanged feet. See, so you've got these, there's two that you can see that are very flimsy and skinny, and they've got these sharp ends. So those are the ones you're going to clip off. So get a flush cutter. You can use a pair of scissors, although that might not work the best. Make sure they're nice and flush. Go ahead and clip them. Okay, once you do that, we're gonna lube the stabilizer housings. So first of all, we're going to use finish line extreme fluoro PFP grease. Here's what you do. You just go ahead and grease up the insides of the stabilizer housing. And then just spread that white sticky stuff all on the inside. Just spread it. Yeah, Chris, I'll reply to your Facebook afterwards. I've been very, very busy. I haven't had time to do anything at all today. But yeah, just been busy. Got back from school, and then was getting some of the last bits of the build prepped, and had to run to get dinner. Came back, tried to set up the stream, and here we are. And it took me a long time to set up the stream. It took me way longer than I thought. I wish, hopefully I'll be able to upgrade my Surface sometime in the near future, because yeah, 4 gigs of RAM is not enough. Not enough at all. Okay, so we put the stabilizer inserts back in the housings. Now we're going to use another kind of lube. We're going to set this aside. So of course do this for all the other ones, but I've already done them. Okay, let's see. Where do you buy screw-in stabs? So it depends on which ones you want. If you want Zeal screw-in stabs, then you can only buy them from 2 places, as far as I know. Although I think there's some, I think KBD fans might sell them nowadays, but you get them from either Zeal PC themselves, or you get it from Mass Drop every once in a while to run the drop. So that's going to be your transparent gold screw-in stabilizers, or you can get Cherry screw-in stabilizers. I don't know who sells them these days. Keyclack used to sell them. I believe Originative might be your only bet, but the last time I checked, they were out of stock on Originative. So you'll have to, I don't know, just have to look it up, I guess. Difference is not huge, honestly. It's a few dollars more expensive, and it works great. You just have to be careful not to that none of the screws are not going to touch anything else metal on the PCB. So that's the only thing you have to worry about. It might short something, but other than that, and some PCB and case combos might have trouble with screw-in stabs because the screws stick out just a little bit. Especially, it's usually a problem around the spacebar, because sometimes the screws will be on the bottom side of the PCB, and so if it sticks out, some cases do not like that. So just make sure to check before you do anything. Whereas with the PC mount stabs, the normal ones, you shouldn't run into any kind of compatibility issues. If it's the PCB and plate support PC mount, you should be able to just use them. Okay, so if you notice, we looped the ends and the bends. So basically wherever the metal touches the plastic. So we loop the inside so that you can see that. See the little metal thing inside the plastic hole? Okay, let's see if I can bring it closer. Please focus right. There we go. Okay, so a lot of rattle comes from this part. From that little metal end in there hitting and hitting the plastic around it, right? So once we put this sticky gummy lube around that, we fill up the gaps and prevent it from making loud rattling noises. All right, so cheaper stabilizers have that problem. They basically have the holes are a little too big, and so they're really loose, and the metal will come into contact with the plastic a lot. It will hit the plastic a lot and make those noises that we don't like. And so we also loop this part because this is also where rattle comes from. So where the plastic meets the metal. So we loop it up to ensure a nice tight fit, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so we've got our loop stabilizers. For this build, we are using, I believe, a standard HHKB layout, and what we need is a 7U spacebar and two 2U stabilizers. All right. So Now's a good time to talk about the difference between the TINA C and TINA A. The TINA C is the MX HHKB layout, and it uses a 7U spacebar, and it is symmetrical on the bottom. Whereas the TINA A is the standard HHKB layout, which actually uses a 7U spacebar, and the whole thing is off center. So the whole bottom row is off by, I believe, 1U. So it is closer to the left, and so the gap on the right is bigger than the gap on the left. And the bigger gap is where they put the HHKB logo. And so it makes it look symmetrical because the HHKB logo kind of fills up the extra space. Yeah, so I know a lot of people who don't notice that, but yeah, it is actually off-centered a little bit, which makes sense because your home row and your alphas are actually off to the left. But anyway, so this is the MX HHKB layout. It's going to be symmetrical, so 7U. So that's the difference between the TINA A and the TINA C, if you're wondering. If you want maximum compatibility, TINA C will be your best bet compared to TINA A because it's hard to find 6U spacebars, although it is getting pretty. The 6U spacebar is becoming increasingly common on GMK sets. So I honestly wouldn't mind going with the TINA A. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna spread this dielectric grease on the fabric band-aids or bandages. What this does is when you bottom out on your stabilized keys, your big keys like the left shift, right shift, enter, spacebar, the stabilizer insert, see when it bottoms out, the insert actually extends, if you can see that little bit over there. Oh, you're not gonna focus now. Okay, see how it sticks out, right? See, this is a normal position. When you bottom out, it sticks out through the bottom. And so what happens is when you bottom out and this thing hits the PCB really hard, it causes the whole stabilizer to shake. And because it shakes, the metal is going to shake with the plastic and it's going to hit the plastic, and that's going to give you more rattle. And so what we're doing now is we're trying to make sure that when it bottoms out nice and soft, instead of a harsh clack that will rattle the whole thing. So it's a combination of all these little things that will help you pretty much eliminate rattle. Good pair of stabilizers is where you don't hear the rattle at all. All right. So there we go. So we've spread them nice and even. And so you want to try to spread it as evenly as possible because you don't want, say, a little mound of lube on just one band-aid, because you can imagine if you bottom on that one, then that's going to feel weird, right? Because your stabilizer is going to stick to the band-aid a little bit, get the lube, and then it's going to return a bit slowly. And so you want to make it just nice and even. You don't want to overdo it. Okay, so we've got that done. Okay, now look at chat. Okay, actually, let me see if I can make the font bigger so I don't have to squint as hard. There we go. Okay, so how do I feel about ABS keycaps? To me, PBT still beats ABS. All else equal, it beats ABS. The thing is, of course, ABS, you can get way better machining and like GMK ABS, for example, because it doesn't shrink. PBT shrinks a lot when it cools, and that's a big problem. So ABS can get you the straightest, nicest kind of keycaps, well, compared to PBT. So it just depends. If you ask in terms of, say, shine and all that, GMK will still shine. It will still shine fairly quickly. So you still want to make sure that your hands are clean and you want to take good care of it. It'll still shine, won't shine as fast, but it will happen. But But the keycaps, the legends are not going to rub off, and the keycaps are still basically the best in the market in terms of build quality and legends and all that. All right. Okay, so let's put the stabilizer in. So that's one question. Let me keep looking at the other questions. It's in a very tight fit in the play. I thought they were aligned by themselves. All right, so yeah, so switch alignment. That's one thing we're gonna do with the build today. You can watch to figure it out. To learn maybe a thing or two for your next build. That's a big thing for me, making sure all the switches are aligned. So we're gonna see how that's done today. And well, maybe you might not learn as much today because I actually won't be doing switch alignment for most of the big keys because the switches we're using today are PCB mount, so they can be held nicely by the PCB itself. And so I probably won't be doing that. But if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see what I do, where I use keycaps to align the switches with some folded post-it notes, and you'll see how I make sure everything is aligned. And yeah, that's very important. Most people don't care, but I think I think it is necessary just because you want to make sure you do a good job and make sure everything's nice and straight. Okay, now we're gonna test the stabilizers. All right. Okay, so Rakovan asks a random question. He says, my buddy has a CNC machine. I would love to try my hand at making a 60% case from almost scratch. I don't know if there are any open source CAD case designs out there, something similar to... Okay, so I don't know any right off the bat, but if you know a guy with a CNC machine, that's great. It's really nice, because maybe you can hook me up. I've got a lot of ideas. But anyway, yeah, I don't know any, unfortunately. If anyone knows, maybe someone can link some in chat or can message him. Okay, and Vinici says he fixed the keycap. Anything is more stable than it was before. Nice, nice. Wait, so you fixed the keycap? Was it an artisan keycap that popped off? Okay, hold on. So the name of my stream is not changed yet. Oops. Let me do that. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna do it on my computer. Alright, it should be updated. Man, I need another one. Yeah, I don't know why, because I don't know if you guys saw. Oh my god. Okay, as I was saying, I had to go turn off the stream that was playing in my room. As I was saying, oh my god, you guys do hear that? Man, I swear Twitch is glitchy as hell. Because I changed the Twitch, the stream name on my phone, and I saved it too. I hit save. And it said it changed, and apparently it didn't. And then now I hit pause, it started playing again. But yeah, anyway, that should be fine now. Okay, so let's do this. Let me look at the LEDs and put the LEDs in. These are SIP socket switches. You want to, so when you do SIP socketing, you want to make sure you go ahead and put your LEDs in along the SIP sockets. This will help you align the SIP sockets when they go in. Because if you look at the SIP sockets, alright, so they're just sticking out, and see how much they wobble. So you want to make sure they go in straight, because if they don't go in straight, you will see, I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, see that? So I've had to completely rebuild a Dark Viper because the SIP sockets are all just wrong. So some of them were too close to each other, some of them were split apart like that. And so your LEDs, you have to fiddle with the LED pins to make sure that they fit right. And sometimes they just won't go in. For example, if they're so tight with each other, then your LEDs are not going to go in flush, right? And so you make sure they're straight. So we basically work backwards. We're going to put the LED in first, which is a good time now to look up LED polarity to make sure I'm doing it right. And another nice thing about SIP sockets is that you don't have to worry about polarity when you're installing them. Because if your LEDs are inserted wrong, you can just pull it out, turn it, and put it back in. Okay. Let's see. So the big side is negative. What? This is weird. Okay, I get it. Okay, so the small side is positive because these LEDs are a little different than the older ones, so a lot of diagrams don't translate directly. So positive is the smaller side, positive on the left side. Okay, so I might have to clip them off just a little bit. Let's try that again. Okay, goes in nice now. All right, see? So it just goes in and it just sits nice and tight in there. Now we put it in where it's supposed to go. Okay, so you gotta make sure you check, because with universal plates, the polarity is not always the same, especially for anywhere with multiple pins really close to each other. So this one I believe is still left side positive. Let me check. Nope, it was left side negative. So let's set that aside. Okay, so left side negative. How's everyone doing today, by the way? I know it's Monday. Monday is actually one of my shorter days, but I have classes until 4 or 5, so it's kind of annoying. By the time I get back, I don't want to do anything. And traffic is horrible. It's basically like work until 5. So I have to... I'm stuck with everyone else getting off work. If you notice, it's very tedious to get the LEDs into the SIP sockets naked like that. Because the SIP sockets sit very loose in the switch, so it's really hard to get them to fit right. Okay, let's clip them off just a little bit more. Okay, so this is a left side negative. There you go. Okay. Now the spacebar. I have to figure out where the spacebar goes. I'm gonna look at chat. I see that I've missed a whole page of chat. Give me 1 second. Okay, now for the spacebar as well, I need to see which, I guess, doesn't matter as much. I can always just take it off afterwards. Okay, here's left side negative, so that's nice. Yeah, so today we're not doing switch alignment because these are PC mount switches. So I'm just going to use these for any of the switches that are in the big holes that are not being held on all four sides by the plate, so that I don't have to do alignment because the PCB is going to align the switch for me. Alright, we got those in. Oh, I just realized I used the wrong spacebar. Let's hope it's in the same spot then. Nope, it's not. I'm a genius. Genius, I tell you. Okay, so we're gonna test the stabilizers. I need an enter key, I need a left shift. I'll look at chat once I'm done with the stabilizers. Alright, so if you have a non-custom keyboard, now is the time to hit your stabilized keys and compare with this one, okay? So let's start at enter key. Do you hear any rattle? Now let's go to left shift. Any rattle? Any rattle? Now let's go to the space bar. Usually the main culprit of stabilizer rattle. Okay, so I'm gonna go from left to right. Zero rattle, no rattle. So if you're gonna sell crappy stabs and you're gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to stabilizers, I believe you might be a little wrong, just a little bit. I'm not even trying to sell any stabilizers. I'm just trying to get everyone to have good stabilizers. All right, see? This is what I'm talking about. Listen to that sound. Isn't that a magnificent sound? Listen to that. No rattle at all. Yep. So, again, this is not a slight to anyone. I just like my stabilizers rattle free. Absolutely rattle free. That is how I like them, and that is how they should be. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take the keys off. Now I have to be extra careful because these are MX Clears, so they are very tight. You can ask Vinici. He's in chat. Just today he snapped an MX Clear off. I believe. Oh yes. Dude, when you come build your Tina with me, we can jerk each other off to these stabilizers. Oh, see how tight they are. My goodness. The whole switch is coming out with it. Should probably get a piece of foam. If you're hitting those loud pops, it's basically the SIP sockets are penetrating this white cardboard a bit too hard. It's not gonna be fun. Here we go. Okay. Alright, now to look at chat like I promised. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Two stabs too expensive. I mean, GMK screw-ins. Got a chance if your GMK set it different. Oh yeah. So okay, we're talking about ABS GMK, right? Oh, I completely understand you. So that's why I don't buy it when people say that they feel different from other ABS and that they feel so much better and all that. No, it's not so much the texture. If you're talking about texture, it's not so much the texture. The main reason is the keycap itself. Really thick, very uniform. the best, basically the best mass manufactured keycaps you can find in terms of the dimensions and the fit and finish, quality control, and all that. It's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna keep looking. 0/35 right now. Change name on the stream. Okay, I've changed my name on the change the name on the stream. Oh, God. Oh yeah, the Tina B. Oh my, the one that I built with the burnt oranges. That was pretty bad. Again though, if you're watching, if you watch that and you're wondering whether or not you should still buy box switches, the novel keys was really nice. I spoke to him privately about it. I didn't want to create any drama and post it on RMK, so I spoke to him privately, and he made sure to watch the stream and then asked me for pictures, and he said that he'll talk to the manufacturer, and then he just refunded me. He replaced all the switches. He gave me either a refund option or a replacement. I told him to just send me, because I didn't want him to be out of just switches. So I told him, sure, just send me. I bought more switches from him, and I told him to just send me box-wise as replacements. And so he was nice. Yeah, he said sure. And so box-wise, I don't think they have the same issues. I've built with them already, and I don't think they're the same problems. So, and I built with the pale blues, and they don't have the same problem. So it should be fine with the other switches. I'm not sure about burnt oranges. I don't know if they've been fixed already, but don't be wary of buying from Novel Keys. Great guy, great company, has a lot of good stuff. Okay, oh nice. Okay, so Vinici is telling us about how he fixed his broken stem. So are you able to take the keycap off then? If you've done that, I guess you've been able to take the keycap off, and the stem is now just working just fine. Do you like any of the Topre boards? I used to have a Nova Touch. Great concept, great potential. The stabilizers are let down, honestly. And I had a FC980C, which I really liked, but I sold because there wasn't a Hasu controller for it, and so I didn't get full programmability, and I really needed my shortcuts, so never really used that board very much, and so I sold that one. Now that they're making a controller for it, I really regret selling it. I'm thinking about buying it again. Okay, every stream you check polarity longer is, yeah, I know, it's so stupid. It's more of just, if you ask me off stream, I can tell you right off the bat, but when I'm doing it on stream, you know how when you're doing something live, it's different, right? So yeah, so every time I live stream, I just forget, I just go blank, and I have to look it up again, and I have to make sure everything's right, because I don't want to have to fix it live on stream. So just double check. I think it's a good habit. Everyone should check just before they do it. Okay, what kind of fan smoke extractor do you use when soldering? I use a $13 Walmart fan. I should probably get an extractor, but a lot of the cheaper ones, so when I say cheap, I mean under $100. A lot of the ones under $100 are really bad. So, okay, but you said there's a Hako 493 for $40. I haven't seen that, so maybe I should look into that. Okay. You plan to use on this build, so white. Okay. Here's one white. So yellow. What about Tina from KBD fans on Saturday? How long do they usually take to ship? Yeah, I would say Kat is correct. Or basically the guy without a name on chat. Yeah. And yes, yeah, the Tina is very impressive in person. It might not look as good in pictures, and even in video it doesn't look that great, but in person it's very impressive. Okay, now to check. Okay, just to do a quick sweep. Okay, see, all positive is on the left. And so... The thing about these diffuse whites is that it's really hard to see the, you know how people look at the flag and all that? It's really, really hard to find the flag because it is almost opaque, which makes the light look very nice. But once you've clipped the feet, you can't really find what your which side is positive, which side is negative. Oh, my fat fingers are struggling. Did I put that in right? I did not. Let me set that aside. Nice. Looks like a lot of people are getting the Tina. I definitely recommend the Tina. Very nice. Very, very nice board for the price. I'm actually thinking about getting a gray one. After seeing this gray one, I'm really tempted to buy another one. But maybe after I build this one, my itch will go away. We'll see about that. Do the loud snap when it goes in. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't. I would buy one if 60% wasn't too small. Okay, yeah, I completely understand that. And so one thing I do is for arrow keys. Okay, so this is my compromise of 60%. So you want to make sure you have a short right shift. Okay, and so let me show you real quick. We have some time tonight, right? So I'm gonna show you real quick. Let's put that aside, put this aside. Okay, explaining it is kind of difficult, but I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so okay, you guys can see this, right? Okay, so see how these are just shift, alternate. This is a menu instead of windows. Menu, control, right? This key is a toggle, and when I hit it, it becomes up, left, down, right. So these are my arrow keys. Okay, and so I still have arrow keys over here. So function WASD, right? WASD, function WASD. But when I do need a dedicated set of arrow keys, these are my arrow keys. And when I don't need them anymore, I just hit it again. And then, oh my god. Okay. Is it showing up at all? Okay, say shift, menu, alternate control. See? And some people say, well, I want my shift and my arrow keys together. Yeah, but how often are you going to hit the right shift and the arrow keys at the same time? Pretty much never, because if you have good proper typing technique, you're not going to do that. If your right hand is on the arrow keys, you're going to use the left shift. All right? So that's why that works for me, and that kind of redeemed the 60% layout for me, because I need my arrow keys very often, dedicated arrow keys. And so that really helped with oh my gosh. Okay, let's change it back. Okay. Yeah, so much so that I prefer 60% to 65%, because with that toggle, I don't really need dedicated arrows anymore. And when I do really need dedicated arrows, I want a function row too. And so that's why it's either 75% or 60% for me for now. It's still not my optimal layout, but closest to the ideal for me. Okay, so making sure all the LEDs are going in. Black Tina A with plate B, so full HHKB layout. Oh, nice. Okay, so you got a black Tina. I think he got a black Tina too. But you got Tina A. I think he got a B. I'll have to see. My plan is getting Tina and the cosplay and the horizontal orientation using it as a numpad and nav cluster and have a layer or two for macros and whatnot when I'm not using the arrow keys or numpad. That's pretty cool. And both black, so that's going to be nice. Okay, I got a black Tina B. Yeah. Beautiful. Anthony, you say you wouldn't talk about clear stabs? Well, I didn't. Well, now I've said it, but... Okay, let's see. Make a 10-hour ASMR video hitting stabs. Maybe that's what I should do. Okay, how do I think about this? I've actually thought about doing this for a while. Talking about making typing test videos, and instead of just a regular boring typing test, it'll be, so you'll see the keyboard, right? But it'll be typing, say like a classic poem or something. So maybe type some Shakespeare out on stream or whatever. Or Rudyard Kipling, I believe. His if poem, I think it's still my favorite poem. But yeah, so imagine a typing test, but you're typing out a poem, so it's not just stupid text like the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog or something stupid like that. It'll be a nice poem, and so every video is kind of different. So maybe I should do that. That'd be fun. Of course, the sucky thing is if I make mistakes in the video, then it looks really bad. It'll basically kind of like a poem karaoke, but with a keyboard and with typing. Yeah, so now to put it out there, if anyone steals that idea, you know it's mine. I said it first. Man, these LEDs are so hard to look at to make sure which side is positive, which side is negative. But the good news is the PC mount switches are going in very nicely into the plain PCB. So that's good news. That means I don't have to clip anything. This build is going off to a nice start, I will say. It's making me very happy. See, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see how the black bumps are touching the PCB. Yeah, that usually never happens with PC mount switches and with a plate, but it is touching, so that's good. Okay. Also, thanks to everyone who's joining on the stream tonight. I know it's really last minute, and I usually stream on Fridays or Saturday nights, but today I'm doing it on Monday because I was pretty busy on Friday, Saturday, and I had to do a lot of prep work for this to get done. And I want to make sure that Kat, or again the guy, the Chinese name on stream, will be able to watch this live because he's been a good friend and supporter of the stream, and we've talked about this build for a long time. He's had a series of unfortunate events with his MX HHKB custom keyboards, and so we finally have it. Hopefully nothing happens tonight and when it's being shipped, but maybe I just jinxed it right there. But yeah, I wanted to make sure he was able to see it. He'll be able to see it live, being built live. So I guess if anything bad happens, he'll be able to see it live too. Okay, so so caps lock is standard, right? You don't want a stepped caps lock. I know some people are weird and they like, even with a standard HHKB, they want a stepped caps lock, which kind of doesn't make sense because the caps lock key is designed in that way. It's stepped because you don't want to accidentally hit it with your pinky, right? And if you're going to use a control key over there, which is what the standard HHKB uses, then obviously you want to be able to hit it. You don't want the stepped shape to prevent you from hitting it. Okay. So, does it go in? Okay, that means I have to use a... Okay. So what I'm doing right now is, if you notice, I'm not putting in all the switches in. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just spreading them out. These are what I call anchor switches. So this is what's going to help me align the PCB and plate. Normally you don't want to put it where these big gaps are, but because we're using PC mount switches, that's not a problem. Okay, so you just want to spread them out. This will help hold everything nice and tight. And you want to solder these in first. If you get these right, then the remaining switches should go in nice and tight and firm and straight. That's a lot of adjectives. Oh my gosh, I'm missing so much on. Okay, let's see. Just don't come in the stabs. I don't want that kind of lube. Okay, let's see. Did you see GMK Demonic? I did see GMK Demonic. It pretty much killed GMK Forge, and that's kind of unfortunate. Oh yeah, but But he's had that in the works for a while though, because it's all paid for and it was done way months before. So yeah, it's probably one of the nicest sets he's put out in a while, and the price point is insane. 130 bucks. That's a great deal for a nice GMK set. Yeah, too bad I'm not much of a black and red person. I have a friend who's obsessed with black and red. He was my roommate for a bit. For 2 years I was his roommate, and he likes black and red so much. So his laptop is black and red. It's a Lenovo gaming laptop. His mouse is a black Logitech mouse with red. Yeah, it has RGB LEDs, but it's set to red, obviously. And he has DSA overcast, so black and red again. And it's a CM quickfire rapid, not red switches though. That's kind of a shame, right? And his bed set is black and red too. I shit you not. So his mattress, his pillow, his comforter, all black and red. So he's all in on it. Yeah. So when he does want to build a computer, he's gonna have such an easy time, because I swear, it's like 50% of the parts are black and red. Well, nowadays not as much. Nowadays everything is trending towards just black. But yeah, back then, everything literally black and red, black and red. He's probably gonna get a full MSI build. Okay, let's see. Can't rather if you're glued together, I guess so. See, that's how you treat a customer, not saying shame over pointing out obvious flaws. Yeah, that was very awkward. That was very weird. Thoughts on modded vintage blacks? They're alright. I mean, it depends on what you like. The thing is that I don't really like linear switches, so you don't want my opinion on it, because I won't be able to give you a fair opinion. They're not bad. They're pretty good. For linears, they're pretty good. So, but if you like linears, you should definitely try it out. I can't tell you for sure whether they're good or not. They are quieter than Gateron linear switches, so that's for sure. Okay, normally I don't like SA cats, but Novatouch is an exception. Yes, I do agree. I actually have a video of... Well, no, actually the video is not SA, but yes, I used to have SA Carbon, the OG SA Carbon, the first run. I had SA Carbon on my Silence Novatouch, and that was amazing. I really missed that board. I don't even know why I sold it. I shouldn't have done it. I sold it thinking that I could always get it back. I could always buy another one and silence it again. And guess what? CM Clubmaster dropped the bombshell that, oh yeah, we're not gonna make it anymore. So what the hell, dude? But yeah, so RIP Novatouch. Yeah, and I sold mine that was fully silenced and modded and everything. And I sold it for 150 or something like that. Yeah, a lot of regret. A lot of regret. Okay, let's see. SA and DSA Kira of a profile ever. You still have to try Cherry profile, man. Yep, I agree. Cherry overall. Cherry beats everything. Cherry and then Topre. And then all the others. Anyone else see the kill? Oh yeah. I actually had the stuff he wanted to trade for, and I was really tempted. But I don't see myself. I still didn't want to pick it up for 50. Because I had the he was looking for something, I can't remember what it was, but I had exactly what he wanted. And that trade would have worked out. But yeah, there's no point for me to get SA Chronicler. Did you order the compact 1800 and the builds of it from customers from KB fans? Not yet actually. I have not placed the order. I know the group buy ends soon. Hopefully he extends it, because there's only 30 orders made. I think the price point was a bit too high. I'm not saying the keyboard's not worth that much. It is, because after people forget that it includes shipping. If you keep comparing it to the TX boards, the TX boards do not include shipping. After shipping and PayPal fees alone, it's like $50, $60 or $70 or something like that. It's pretty crazy. But this one includes shipping. So I think people keep forgetting that. And that because of how big and heavy it is, the shipping costs a lot. And mostly size too. It's not just the weight, it's how big it is. I'm probably gonna get it. We'll see. Hopefully it succeeds. But yeah, I'm really thinking of getting it. Anyone else gonna get it? I don't know what color to get though. That's the problem. Because I do like the bottom row. I like that it uses the FC980M bottom row. I really like 1U Windows keys. Provided you can use pretty standard keycaps. I don't want a weird spacebar like Corsair boards. Six U spacebar should be the standard, like a Railforce layout or an HHKB layout. Okay, I've got some switches in. Go ahead and solder some. Okay. You turn on the iron and you turn on the fan. Okay, so if the fan gets too loud, let me know. I'll move the mic a little bit and the fan a little bit to make sure you don't hear the loud wind noise. Okay, I tried XZ and mod M's at last Austin meetup. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, so you're in Texas too. That's awesome. Are you in Austin? Canoe GB coming out. I talking about 65. Was a guy who sold them for 550 today. Nice. It's gonna be a raffle though. I don't know if I can make it. I hope I can make it. I do really like the Canoe. How often clip off the extra plastic feet? With Zeal switches, almost every time. I found that with Zeal switches, I've had to clip them almost every time. I leave them on for the modifiers, like the ones with the so I don't need to do switch alignment. But everything else, I usually have to clip them off. It depends on the PCB too, though. But I found that the Zeal PCB mount stems are a little thicker than Cherry ones. Gaterons are a bit thicker as well. I know mod switches also. So it really depends on the PCB, and it's just one of those inconsistencies that's annoying. Okay, you failed to fix the broken cherry stem, but yeah, as long as you fix the broke keycap, that's the most important part. Okay, you're in China. GF is from China, nice. Okay, and before the PCB exploded, fuck it. Okay, it was way too long to send a kit from China to US and then back again. 2 weeks each way, and 3 that we need to buy. I think people rush too much with new keyboard builds. Keyboard is something you have for years. Not sure if I want to. Well, see, that's the thing though. Oh, you mean you rush as in, what do you mean? As in when they're building the keyboard or buying keyboards? Because I buy a bit too many, but I take a long time to build them. But I buy too many, I think. But if you're talking about rushing the builds, yeah, I do agree with that. You should not just need half an hour or 1 hour to build it. You need more time. I'm not sure I want to get the KBD66 or I want to get the 1800. Get the 1800, don't bother the 66, man. Dude, come on. What kind of question is that? Which Zillow's weight do you like the most? I like 67 the most, I think. Boy, 65, 62. Okay, well, you like 62. I don't think I like 62 very much because that reminds me of MX Browns and I might as well just use MX Browns. I want something a little different. Okosan, Nova Touch again. Yeah, because they're working with Cooler Master quite a bit, which is pretty cool. So I think it's basically the last stock of the Nova Touches. If you like the white FC90M, well then you might as well get 2 of them. It's Tina time. Hey Gage, what's up? Nice to see you here. Welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to finish off replying to chat before I get back to the build. Okay, I think price is high enough for what you're getting, but who buys? Yeah, I do agree. KB fans. Yeah, I have no issues with the price, but again, yeah, I think for most people, yeah, I do agree with that. I think people just expected a bit too much with the pricing. As in, they expected it to be lower. I think if he had come on and said, okay, it's gonna be $240 or $250 before shipping, people actually would buy more. I think they would think, oh damn, I just have to pay for shipping. That's understandable. But when you see just that price, I think a lot of people are scared. Yeah, it's just one of those weird psychology things, marketing and psychology. Did I miss the 10 completed? Yes, I you can watch the VODs actually. I completed the part 2 on the previous stream. It was last 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 Saturdays ago. Saw my KBD5, but really liked it. Yeah, I might sell mine eventually. I'm holding on to it for now, but I might sell it. Want to set a box twice in the raffle? Nice. They're good switches. 90M is good. Tank was last stream. Yes. Russian building. Okay, kind of too many. Okay. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely, 100% agree that people need to just calm down. Cause I pretty much have to build keyboards every day, every 2-3 days, and even then I still take my time to build them. Make sure I get them done right. Okay, just gonna do some. Yeah, so you agree that if they had done 240 plus 40 people, more people would buy it, right? It's one of those things where it's just it sounds deceitful, but sadly that's just how people's brains work. Probably mine too, actually. Yeah, I think when people see the price breakdown, they're more okay with that price. Yeah, because he did explain it, but I think it's not written in bold enough. Because it's not just crappy shipping too. He's shipping it DHL, I think. Is it DHL or FedEx? I think FedEx or DHL, one of the better ones. Did you guys hear that? Okay, first switch. So I'm probably not going to solder the SIP sockets in first. I'm going to solder all the switches, test all the switches, and then solder the SIP sockets. That way, if anything goes wrong, I don't have to desolder everything. Okay, now to double check real quick. Stabilizers are in the right place, enter and left shift. Okay, Kat, if you're watching this, please confirm that everything looks right to you. It's in the right place, 7 spacebar, correct. Correct. Okay, because if anything goes wrong, I'm going to blame you. Okay, yeah. Everything is good. Okay, I should probably take these keycaps off. I don't want to accidentally drop molten solder on it or anything like that. That's the stupid thing about keycap sets. You burn one key, that's one important key, that's the whole set's value gone. Okay, since we're talking about KBD fans, did you guys all see the post of the RMK user who visited them? A basketballs, I believe that's the user's name. It's like 4 Ys or 5 Ys, something like that. Maybe 3. I don't know. 3 to 6 Ys. Yeah, that was very nice. I didn't know it was 6 people. I thought it was just 2 people. So that's pretty cool. He has a full team. I was wondering how 2 people could handle all that. Because I know it's not just Zhongwei, that's for sure. Try Palm keycaps? Yeah, that was a good post. Oh, Palm keycaps? I actually bought the Palm keycaps from KBD Fans. I haven't used them yet. I can show you guys later. I have it somewhere. I've been wanting to build a keyboard and then to use the palm keycaps on them, but haven't had the time to build anything for myself. Because I still want to build a board with the brass plate and box whites. Just haven't had time to do it. Maybe this week, we'll see. I don't think I have any builds for the end of this week. I think I should be done by Wednesday or so. So maybe I can finally build something for myself. Okay, so all you guys saw it? Yeah, I really liked that post. It was really great. And so the nice thing is, so I actually spoke to Wei Zhong. I keep calling him Zhong Wei. His name is actually Wei Zhong because in Chinese the last name comes first. And so I told the sister who runs the AliExpress store, told her that to check out the Reddit post because they don't keep up Reddit that much and they don't really know how it works. So I made sure to send a link to them and I told her, hey, you should check this out because she's always asking me whether or not what kind of mistakes they've made because they know that people get really upset and they're always afraid that they might screw up and that people will be unhappy. From what I know for sure, they take their customer service insanely seriously. But yeah, so almost kind of a paranoid. I would say almost paranoid. It's pretty funny, but yeah. So I told her and she said, yeah, that's nice, but you always think that the more popular you get, then the worse it is if you screw up at all. And kind of like the higher you climb, the harder you fall. And so yeah, that was very very humble of them. They know that the more popular they get, they have to be even more careful. They have to put in even more effort to maintain their good impression, I guess. Our good perception of them. Yeah, so it's very nice. Every time I talk to them, they're very humble. They've never badmouthed any other vendors and all that. So yeah, very impressive. KBD fans are not. I said we need another 4 days and then get a PC before the Tina ships. Dude, maybe you should have just gone the. Well, then again, it's not a good deal though. If you just get if you need the play and PCB, you might as well get the full kit. But yeah, well that's cool. In 4 days, cause I actually have the PCBs. Well, I'm running out of them though. I've had a lot of friends pick the PCBs up from me. Just in the past 2 weeks, I've built 2 keyboards for friends here in Dallas. Just right here. They came over. One of them is here in Dallas, and another one came from where I used to live. She came here Saturday to build her keyboard. So that was pretty cool. It was the first custom keyboard. We built a DG60 with an aluminum plate that was plastic dipped to white with a mass drop wood case. I should upload the pictures to Imgur. Let me do that afterwards. So I'll take a short 5-minute break. I'll upload the pictures and you guys can check it out. It's a very, very nice keyboard. And she's using the White Fox keycaps on it. I don't have pictures with the keycaps on, but hopefully she'll take some soon. Yeah, but the naked board looks good enough. Move this thing down here. Man, I need to get a new brass sponge. Okay. So usually I don't want to solder the spacebar in first, but because it's PCB mount, I can go ahead and do it because I know it's going to be aligned, so I don't have to worry about that. Make sure it's tight. Reheat the solder and push it down until it's making good contact, and go ahead and and solder the second pin. There we go. I wish KB Defense offered a TKL keyboard. They said that it's in the works. They said that it's definitely gonna come soon. Probably after 1 or 2 keyboards, because the next one is gonna be the DD Nano, I believe, and then it's gonna be the 75%. It's gonna be a new KB75. And actually, I have some things I want to say about that too. People have been asking for it to be backwards compatible with the old PCB. I actually do not agree with that at all, because the old PCB is actually not standard size for 75%. It's actually bigger than standard. So because the new case is going to be tray mount, if you use the old KB75 or the current KB75 PCB, you're going to have really big gaps on all 4 sides. Because the KB75 PCB is larger than the standard 75 PCB. So it's larger than the B mini PCB that it's based on. And so if you get tray mount, you're going to have the walls here, and then you're going to have a big gap of maybe 3 to 5 millimeters on all sides. Because the KB75, the PCB actually is covered by the walls. That means because the KB75, you can't just take the plate and PCB out from the top. Whereas the new case, it's going to be like a 60% regular case where you just put it through the top. And if you make it backwards compatible, you're going to have a lot of big spaces. And I think most people don't realize that. And so I should probably make a comment in the Geek Hack thread soon before they decide to do that, because it's going to look so ugly if they make it backwards compatible. Yeah, they need a new PCB. They need a standard size 75% PCB. The standard size would be the B mini size PCB or the Enjoy PVT 75. Basically, the old PS2 AV RGB 75% PCBs are going to be standard size. So hopefully, I can see why people don't realize that though, because even I didn't realize it. I rebuilt using the KB75 PCB, thinking I would just put in my Enjoy PVT 75, which uses a standard 75% PCB, and I built it all. I tried to put it in, and I realized it won't fit because the PCB is too big to fit through the tray mount case. Yeah, so that was really annoying. So one important thing I know that a lot of people don't notice when I'm doing is when you're soldering, you gotta make sure you push down firmly on the PCB. You gotta push down on the whole thing to make sure that your switches are being pushed against the PCB and plate. It's hard to see on camera, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. And you don't want to push down with the iron. I had a friend over who was building his keyboard here, and he would push down with the tip of the iron. Don't do that, because you're gonna burn and you're gonna make a nice black hole on your PCB. So you see what I'm doing? What I'm doing is I use my palms, and okay, let's find one. Okay, let's solder this one. Okay, so I push down. You see I'm pushing down, and then I need to solder. See, and release. Make sure you're being pushed down. Don't apply pressure using the iron. Don't do that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can hang out here when I'm building it, dude, if you want. I mean, you can drop it off. It'll be a little faster if you just drop it off, but you can just watch it being built. You can maybe try to stream it. We'll see. Maybe you get a nice cameo on the stream. Be famous. Speaking of being famous, just last night, my Twitch channel, I was invited to be a Twitch affiliate streamer. So that's pretty cool. I haven't set it up yet. I saw it at about 5 a.m. or so, and I've been too busy to look at it. But that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll make a few cents from streaming. There's only about 100 subscribers. And not a lot of views at all. Okay. Not a few available. Maybe I should just start streaming regularly. I should find a one time that I know for sure I'll be free. School makes it difficult though. Because there's always homework that's just randomly postponed or pushed early, and it's really annoying. Please post that with this explanation. I think most people just don't think about that. Yeah. So that's 75% I'm talking about, right? Yeah. It's not the case, but absolutely 75% the most. Yep. Oh, you joined the CLSM. Oh, I want a 75%. I'm waiting for. Okay, the 75% boards that I'm waiting for. One is the caps unlocked one, the CU75, because I want their nylon or I think they're trying to do nylon polycarbonate bottom. That's gonna look so sick. The RGB. I don't want to get in full metal. I want it to be the nylon bottom, whatever on the because I already have a full metal 75%. I don't need another one. So with the RGB one, that'd be nice. I just want to leave it on white light. Oh, that's gonna look sick. That one and the Revo, not Revo. My bad. Oh, what's his name? How can I forget his name? This is bad. I should not forget his name. There's another 75%. That one's really cool. How can I forget his name? My god. I'm looking it up right now. Does it start with an I then? It's one of the 3 dots. Let's see. Okay, maybe I should look on Geekhack. Okay, so nobody can think of what I'm talking about, right? Let me look. It's the Illuminati board or something weird like that. Poner, that's his name. PWNER. There we go. Okay, let me post the link in chat. Okay, I think you guys can see that. Oh, actually, I don't know if the link will work. Let me know if the link doesn't work. Because I didn't... I think... I went there for my watch tab. Yeah, so I'm waiting on the CU75 and this 75% board. Okay, so you've seen it before? Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice board. I wish he had done spaces on the function row, but that's fine. It's still a very nice looking keyboard. So it's whatever. I'm still gonna get it. If he releases a numpad, I'm 140% getting it. Yeah, so those are the 375% boards that I'm thinking of getting. I did think about the LZ CLS. Is it CLS? CLSM, but it's a bit too bland for the price. For that price, I expect a little more flair. I'm not talking RGB or anything like that, but just more interesting design. I'm not talking something crazy like the Tina either, but just something more interesting. We've got our anchor switches in. Let's put more. And what we're going to do is I'm not going to solder the SIP sockets in just yet. I'm going to test all the switches first, make sure everything's working before I solder the SIP sockets. More switches. Any recommends for a sub 200, 1800 clone? Honestly, nothing. Other than something pre-built like the FC980C and FC90M. Even an FC90C is not sub 200. Yeah, pretty much nothing. There are some really cheap ones, but nah. Let's see. Are you talking about the Trick 75? I built that before. I don't know if you've seen it. I actually... Oh, did I build it live on stream? I don't even remember. I think I built it live on stream, but I think the stream is dead. I think it was over 2 months ago, and so now it's gone. I'll have to look. But if you can, you guys go to my VODs and see if it's still there? Cause you know how Twitch deletes them after 60 days or something like that. So I don't know if it's still up. Okay, I built it on stream. Yeah, but I don't know if it's still up there though. If it is, then I have to be more diligent about exporting them all to YouTube. I didn't know it was this easy. I used to think that I would have to download the stream or record it locally and then upload to YouTube. But if it's gonna be just a press a button, I'm just gonna start doing that. Cause the stupid part is my internet. I only have a cap of 1 terabyte of data. Yes, not even 4G or anything like that. It's just internet. Good old AT&T. And so yeah, I'm already cutting pretty close because of the videos I upload and the streams and all that. Because I have a roommate too, I don't live alone. And so that's a problem. Which is why I don't make too many videos, because there was one time when I uploaded a lot of content to YouTube. And yeah, we went over the 1 terabyte, so I have to be more careful now. Because uploads and downloads are counted together, which is really stupid. Yeah, you only get a combined 1000 gigabytes. So dumb. And you're probably gonna tell me to switch because and the internet is really slow too. It's only 75 megabits per second. I want to switch. The stupid part is AT&T has a contract with this apartment complex which does not allow any of the tenants here to use another internet company, to use another ISP. So they have a monopoly here and it sucks. But yeah, it's really bad. They still use the old phone lines. So connection is horrible, speeds are horrible. Like YouTube, very often, it will automatically stream at 144p. Not 1440p. 144p. Yeah. So it's like when you're trying to make out the genitals in Japanese porn. It's like just pixelated. It's horrible. And the worst part is Chromecast. If you're streaming from a Chromecast, you can't manually set the quality, and so if my internet goes to shit, then it'll stream at 240p or 360p on a 4K TV. Yeah, that is very annoying. And so that's actually one of the main reasons why I haven't been uploading a lot of videos to YouTube. And the thing is, I can't upgrade. The only upgrade path I have if I want to get unlimited is if I buy cable too, which is I think twice the price, something stupid like that, of what I'm paying right now. And yeah, and I don't make pretty much any money from my videos, so it's pointless for me to try and upgrade my internet to do that. Maybe if I upgrade, then I'll make money. I still doubt I'll make that much to cover it, because it's not like I'm doing it full time. But yeah, it is real bad. Okay, let me look at chat. Okay, whoops. I don't use forums much because I'm feeling there's going to be a bunch of hardcore elitism. DKEK actually is less elitist than RMK. I know RMK will disagree, but that's definitely what I've noticed. Man, we're almost halfway done. Okay, has anyone seen or heard about the Magic Force replacement PCB? Hey, Hardbite, welcome to the stream. I have not heard of it. I have never even used the Magic Force before. I have pretty much zero interest in the Magic Force, so I'm afraid I'm unable to answer that. But maybe someone knows. Yeah. The thing is, I've always stopped to, every once in a while, I'll stop and think, why do I like keyboards? Because it's so arbitrary, it's so random, right? Of all things. And then I realize, and then every time I think about it, and it's just, well, I spend a lot on my computer. And if you could make custom mice, I would rush for it, and I would be a keyboard and mouse builder. For sure. Because I really want a custom mouse. And I know exactly, well, I kind of know what I want to, but sadly, it's not a thing. Because all the parts are too small. Maybe someday. Maybe, I think if any major company starts doing that, it'll probably be Cooler Master first. Because they are going on that crazy modular train and make it yourself thing. But yeah, that is my dream. If we can have custom mice, that'll be perfect. But yeah, and I spend a lot of time on my keyboards. Let's see. Okay, nice. So Trick VOD is still up. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna export it before it gets taken down. Okay, how do I like the Trick compared to the KB75? Fit and finish on the Trick is better than KB75. No, it's not even a contest. The Trick 75 is one of the best finishes and anodizing. Actually, in terms of anodizing, it's probably the best I've seen. Come to think of it. Even compared to ducks and expensive, because I've seen a lot of the VA, Duck Octagon, Duck, Viper, what else? Tank, basically a lot of them. Yeah, I would say the Trick is the best I've seen in person. Just amazing finish on it. Just a shame that it's low profile and look, basically it's low profile. That's the only reason I don't like it. But other than that, it is great. Fit and finish is amazing. All the parts fit very nicely together. It's one of those things where it's hard to explain. People can't really tell what I'm talking about unless they see it in person. Because the KB75, very good kit for the price. Don't get me wrong. Still, my most recommended 75%. But the fit is not that great. Like you can see, that not everything fits perfectly together. You can see the seams. You can see how the top and bottom are separate pieces super easily. The weird acrylic or polycarbonate thing is not straight either, and there's only one mounting point for it, and so nothing looks very straight. You can see the lines, you can see everything. But the Tina is an example of good fit and finish, and the Trick as well. And of course, your Duck keyboards, your TX keyboards. Yeah, the Trick finish is better than the TX boards too. Hold on, is this correct? I believe it is correct. Okay. And solder some. Are you an AT&T's fiber plan? No, it's phone line. It is horrible. What is it called again when you're running on phone line? Not what's that one called? Oh, not the super old kind. Not the one where it's like aliens talking to each other when they pick up the phone. But it's the one right after that. So yeah, it is horrible. And so for example, each port, the speed differences are super obvious as well. So they can't put the router and modem in my room because the speed is like half of what it is in the kitchen or in the dining hall. And so the modem has to be in the dining hall. Because the connection in my room is half the speed because of how far it has to travel. It's not even that far. It's maybe 7 or 8 yards. Yeah. So it's just the wiring that's horrible. Yep, so it is really bad. I've been wanting to move, but my roommate didn't want to move, so we're here. Maybe I won't even stay in Dallas after a year anyway, so oh well, maybe next place I go to a better internet. Hopefully so. The ZQ 75. Oh yeah, the 75 SQ. Yeah, I've seen it. It's been delayed by quite a bit though, right? What's the word? Delivery, fulfillment. Fulfillment has been delayed for quite a bit. They've rescheduled it a few times already. But I haven't kept up with it though. I haven't checked the thread in a while. I watched it on Geekhack, but I haven't checked it in a while. I personally didn't buy it, but I've been curious to see it because I like the layout on it. The high-profile acrylic case looks nice. It's actually one of the nicer sandwich acrylic cases I've seen. Usually I hate sandwich cases, but that one looks pretty good, I will say. Dial-up, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's not dial-up. It's not dial-up, but it's the one right after that, so it's still fucking horrible. The worst part is being charged out of our asses for it too. Good old American capitalism. I don't even know how it's legal for them to be able to do something like that. To have contracts with apartment complexes, to have a full monopoly. Yeah, it is horrible. Because for the same price, I can get 200 megabits per second if I went with a competitor. But no. They have a monopoly here, so they don't have to worry about upgrading it. Because they know we're not going to be able to switch anyway. The worst part is just the consistency. It's so bad that most of the time, my roommate and I can't watch 1080p streams together. That's in on separate devices. Because most of the time when he gets home, he's just watching YouTube and Netflix and all that. And yeah, so I can't watch anything when he's doing that. So thankfully we have pretty different schedules. He works really early. I stay up until pretty late. But in the afternoon, when both of us are at home and both of us are doing stuff, yeah. Yep, I can't watch anything. Yeah, which is why when I stream so late. Actually, one of the main reasons I stream so late is because I wait for my roommate to go to bed first. Because that way, I'm not hogging the bandwidth. Yeah, because he goes to bed around 9. So that's why my streams are so late. In case you're wondering why it's always so late. Because I can't stream in the afternoon because it'll be unfair for him. Because he's paying for this shit too. Oh yeah, my electric bill. Yeah, this apartment rent was nice, and so we moved in because of the rent. Everything else is goddamn awful. Yeah, electric bill $160 if we leave the AC on 24/7 for 2 people, and I think it's about 900 square feet, so it's not even a huge apartment. But yeah, $160, and it's already the lowest plan that I could find. Yeah, that's because of the location of my apartment though. If I just found an apartment that's behind or has a tree in front, it wouldn't be so bad. Our windows all face the west, which is the evening sun, and the evening sun here is crazy. Very, very hot. And we have no trees directly in front of my apartment, and there's nothing blocking the sun. And so the sun just hits at a low angle, and it shines just throughout the whole house, and it is horrible. Even if I have a set of blinds and 2 curtains, and it still gets hot. Yeah, now it's finally cooling down in Dallas, so that's good. But before this, during the summer, my room would regularly go past 90 degrees Fahrenheit in my room. 90 degrees. Yeah, so we're talking like 95 degrees inside my room. So you can imagine, this is horrible. You can't get anything done. So between 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., productivity just grinds to a halt. I just can't do anything. It's just way too hot. I'm just sitting there just sweating. I can't turn on the AC because the power consumption shoots up by 3-fold. I checked before, yeah, every time between 4 to 5 p.m., 4 or 5 p.m. to about 10 p.m., the power consumption triples because of how hot it is, and the AC is working overtime to try and keep the house cool enough. And I've changed, and if you say that I should change the filters, I've changed the filters already for the AC. Yeah, still pretty bad. But at least next time I know when I'm looking for a place to stay. Don't find anywhere that faces west, just don't do it. Or if it faces west, it has to have trees in front or something like that just to cover it. And we can't get blinds on the outside. We can't have external blinds. We tried that, and then the apartment management was like, oh yeah, you can't have anything outside your apartment. If you want blinds, it has to be inside. So inside doesn't do anything because it's the glass. We have big, full-length windows, and so the glass and the whole frame of the house is heating up. So even with curtains, the whole house or apartment feels hot. Yeah, I had someone from local here come and build his KB75, so I built it live. He was here. He came from Fort Worth, which is about 45 minutes to an hour drive away, and so he was here. He built his keyboard, and I didn't have my AC on. You could see he was just sweating buckets. He's just sitting there, just drenched in sweat. Because at first when he was here, he was like, "Oh, it's not so bad. Like, you know, I run my electric and it's not so horrible. Oh, it's not so hot." And once he sat for a bit, he's like, when we were done, he didn't even stay to talk. He's just like, "Okay, I gotta go. I'm sorry, I have to leave. It's way too hot." The good thing is I don't have an AMD CPU and GPU. That would be worse. Well, the new AMD CPUs are not so bad. Please, I'm not an Nvidia fanboy or an Intel fanboy. This is not the place to talk about that though. I don't want to start any flame wars. I'm just propagating an old meme. Okay, let's see. I wish KBD fans did a KBD5 in the same as Tina. Exactly. Yeah, I want square corners too. I agree. I like squared corners more. Maybe I should tell them to do that, because I'm very certain they use a different manufacturer for the Tina, because the fit and finish is so much better compared to the KBD75. I have no interest in measuring. Well, I'm just telling the truth though, because by the time the Magic Force came out, I already had a ZZ96 and I already had custom keyboards, so that was when I pretty much stopped buying mainstream keyboards. And so the Magic Force came out, and so I just didn't really care about it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm not looking at the KBD75 V2, we need a lot. Let's see. I'm not a big fan of step look if that makes KBD75. Did you buy? Okay, so asking, did I buy the 9009? I didn't. So 700 base keys and same for non-MD numbers. Yeah, I didn't, because I've never, if for that kind of colorway, you can do it with PVT die subbing. So for me, there's absolutely zero. There's no point for me to get a GMK set for that kind of colors, because the only time I buy GMK sets is for colors that you can't do with traditional die subbing. So pretty much pointless for me, and it's not going to be super valuable afterwards anyway. I don't think it'll be, because they sold so many, so it's not going to be crazy rare. So if I'm going to buy it, I can always pick it up sometime. It'll be more expensive, but I can pick it up. Not being limited by internet speed. Oh yeah, internet speed and cap as well. Cap is probably worse. Well, no, both are pretty bad. There's no point in having unlimited internet if you have 1 megabit a second. Install solar panels. Yeah, and good old America charges more for solar panels. Well, they used to. I don't know if they still do, but used to be pretty expensive to have solar panels. And again, it's an apartment though, so there's not much I can do anyway. There's cooling vest which you can wear when it's really warm. Yeah, plastic films on window. The excellent film basically reflects most of the heat. Not expensive. Okay, yeah, maybe I think about that. But again, though, like I said, it's not so much just the windows. It's the whole frame of the whole wall gets hot. If you just lean against the wall, you can feel the heat. So the whole wall, it gets super hot. Because really thin walls. Yeah, so isolation is bad. Insulation, not isolation. What am I talking about? Insulation is bad. Hey, last few times I came over was as fuck, dude. Yeah, dude. Like I said, man, people don't believe me until they come here, and then they understand. And so yeah, I've had to do that 2 summers already. It's absolutely miserable. People say depression hits hardest in the winter. I believe it hits hardest in the summer. It's just way too hot. And the worst part is, so I know some people would really like the hot weather. For me, the hot weather just makes me drowsy. I can't deal with it. Even though I grew up in Malaysia, which is super humid, rainforest, tropical rainforest. But yeah, driving in the hot weather, oh my god. It doesn't matter how awake I am. If I'm driving out there and it's just bright and hot, I just get so drowsy. It's really bad. Whereas at night, no matter how little I've slept or how tired I am after class, because on Wednesdays I have class until 9:30 p.m. or so. I'm driving back and it's super late. Even if I was up the previous night studying for an exam or anything, I'm driving back, I'm super wide awake, just absolutely wide awake. But then in the afternoon, I can't even keep my eyes open. I mean, normally I can't even keep my eyes open anyway. So you can imagine if it's just if I'm just kind of drowsy, my eyes just seal shut. It's okay, I can say it because I'm Asian. Right? I know some people get uncomfortable when I say racist shit against myself, but hey, sometimes that's completely fine. But yeah, let's see. I like square as well. Square. Wait, what is square? Oh, you mean like squares, corners? Yeah, yeah. Supposed to pay the extra for 916 finish. I would pay extra. Definitely, for sure. Maybe I should approach KB fans and ask if they can do one of the layouts I've come up with. Basically, it's going to be similar to the 75. So, similar to what the Illuminati 75 is. Or they're calling it the Ion 75 now. So, similar to what Poner suggested. But it has a numpad on the left side. Or a macro pad. And it's not just 10 random macro keys. It's a full numpad on the side. Yeah, I should probably share that. So maybe I can ask him to do it. Because I know it'll be pretty popular, I think. I know a lot of people want that. A lot of people who want 75% keyboards want that. Because a lot of the people who buy 75% keyboards buy a numpad to go with it too. Usually to put on the left side. And so that'll be perfect. Do you guys usually run on the 25th, or are you guys being super careful of usage and a month? Yeah, we have to be pretty careful. I usually am careful because I know, well, because I'm the one who needs it for streaming and stuff. Whereas for him, he doesn't care much. And because I'm the one paying the bill. I said, yeah, I'm the one paying the bill because registered under my name. So I get to see the usage and all that. Yeah. It gets pretty bad. Yeah, so when I've been streaming a lot, or if I upload anything to YouTube, yeah, it gets pretty bad. The good thing is I don't play a lot of games anymore, so at least I have that. That means I'm not always downloading game updates, because back then that was a big thing. Because most of our internet usage was just game updates, but I'm already pretty light on gaming nowadays, so even with that, we still cut it close. Okay, let's see. What I do now is they get you to sell parts of your home apartment to them and charge a product for maintenance. Oh yeah. That's, like I said though, good old American capitalism. It's not even actual capitalism, that's the worst part. I studied econ, I graduated with an economics degree, so that was my life for 4 years. Okay, let's see. 68 Fahrenheit, so it's the best temperature. 68 Fahrenheit. How much is that in Celsius? That's about 20 degrees Celsius? Is it? Doing some quick math. 22 maybe? 20, 22? Because I know 75 is around 25. Or something like that. You can go outside in shorts and t-shirt, but you won't start doing nothing. Yeah. But I do agree though. 20 Celsius? Yeah. 20 Celsius I think is the best. But I like it between 15 and 20 or so. Yeah, that's usually the best. Past that is just... Whoa. But yeah, so our AC at night, even when we do switch it on at night, we have to leave it as high as 75, which is almost nothing compared to what most people use. So yeah, 75. Even then, our bill is 120 bucks. Yeah, made us really want to just leave it on 24/7 and pay the extra 40 bucks. It's 20 bucks each more, but at least we won't be miserable all the time. But yeah, the problem is that we still turn it on a bit too early because he goes to bed at 9. So he wants it on, or well, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. So my roommate wants it on around 8 or 7. And so by then the apartment is still very, very hot. If you want to actually save money, you have to turn it on maybe at about 11 p.m. when the apartment is actually cool. Or cooler. Not cool, but cooler. Yeah, but that would be too late. He won't be able to go to sleep. And so that's why we still turn it on, and so it's still super expensive. You live and learn, I guess. Next time we know. Okay, please suggest that. You seem genuinely interested. Yeah, and I think since I've been speaking to them quite a bit, maybe I should suggest it to them. Because I already have the layout planned out too. Yeah, that's the best part. So for the 5-degree case, Jake House wanted a dark purple, and so he made a comment about it, and so people upvoted his comment, and then they're just like, all right, sure, we'll do dark purple. And next thing you know, he gets a sample, and then there's dark purple as an option. It's crazy. It's very nice to see them like that, even though they're in another country, they speak another language. Very impressive. Okay, let's see. This one, positive is... Okay, that's kind of annoying. Okay, so... See how positive is just directly under the pin, right? Correct? Look at that, look at that. Look at this one. Look at that. It's right in between the two. I believe it should be this one, like the rest of the row. It should be the one on the right side. But yeah, it's just right in the middle. I'm gonna assume it's on the same side. I find it weird that GMK for made hammer and sickle novelty. It's not a communism to kill hundreds of millions of people think so is cool. Well, I don't know. I will admit I liked that symbol when I was growing up as a kid because I didn't know the context and I didn't know the history that surrounds it. I liked it because I played Russia a lot. I played the Soviet Union a lot in Red Alert 2. Did anyone else play that? Dude, those Kirov airships is a good enough reason for you to only play the Soviets. Oh, those Kirov airships. Kirov reporting. Oh. Even as a kid, I'll get a hard on every time I hear that line. I'm just kidding. I don't remember having that. But yeah, the Soviets. My favorite country I think was Iraq, I believe. I think Iraq. Either Iraq or Iran. I think Iraq with the desolators. They're pretty shit, but they're cool. They're cool as fuck. That's all I care about. If you deploy them, they just plant that green square. Oh, so badass. They're really bad compared to the other countries. Like America was super OP with their Air Force. No, what is it? Parachuters. Yeah. I didn't play Red Alert 1 very much though. I played some, but for me I like Red Alert 2 the most. Red Alert 3 was just weird. It's kind of a letdown. But two was the thing for me. Too bad I didn't have internet though, so I never played it. I never played against anyone, so I only played against AI, so that was kind of sad. And I only got to play Yuri's Revenge. Well, I only got to play it at my relative's place or at a friend's place. Because we didn't have the expansion. I just had Real Alert 2. Did you play Real Alert 2? Oh yeah, I actually tried it, but I can't deal with the resolution. It's really, really bad. Because I have a G-Sync 1440p 144Hz IPS monitor, and I tried playing some old games. I couldn't handle it. I was just like, no, as fun as it is, I can't look at it. It's also why I haven't played Bioshock 1. Bioshock Infinite is one of my all-time favorite solo games. But never got around to playing Bioshock 1. I kind of know what the story is, but can't bring myself to play it. Nowadays, when I do have free time, I just play Overwatch. Because it's an easy, mindless game. You just go in, play. Games are all really short. And you just leave. You just turn off your brain and you just play it. Oh yeah, Rilla was perfect. I do agree, perfect LAN game. It's one of those games where it's great to play with friends. I never got into Age of Empires 2 that much. My elder brother did it a lot during his college time, so he had a lot of friends who have LAN parties and play AoE 2. That was pretty cool to hear them talk about it. I wish it was a thing during my time. And I wish I had more friends who played PC games when I was in college, because where I went to college, my year, we had very, very few international students. And because I went to a small town, it was only the international students who would play PC games. Everyone else played console. And so that was kind of sad. Yeah, so it's only a handful of us, and not all of them would play PC games, so it would only be just 2 or 3 of us who would play PC games, so that's kind of sad. So you can't get a full LAN party going. We play MMOs and some Dota, but that's about it. We did play a lot of Halo, the 4v4 Halo. But again, that is not Red Alert, that is not Age of Empires, so not as exciting. Okay, let's see. They could do what they did with StarCraft Remastered, yeah. Oh yeah, I did play a lot of FIFA. I played a fuck ton of FIFA during my college time. Well, during my first 2 years when I was living on campus, I played a lot of FIFA. After I moved off campus, I didn't play FIFA anymore. But yeah. I think the one I played the most was FIFA 13, I believe, was the last one I really played. 13 and 12. And yeah, my win rate was probably like 90% against all my friends. Because I perfected passing in FIFA 12 and 13, and yeah, it's almost impossible for me to concede a goal. And so I just had to score a few goals, 1 or 2 goals, and I just can't concede. But they changed the passing a bit in 14, and then I never had time to really learn it, so I just gave up. Console is good to go for fun, but not for competitive. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, and it's why Overwatch balancing is so weird on console as well, because heroes like Ana are just insanely difficult to play on console. Because you need to be able to aim well. You have to snipe your allies basically to be able to heal them, and it's pretty much impossible to do because as far as I know, there's no aim assist for allies as well, and so you can't heal your allies reliably. And so her win rate and pick rate is just horrible on console. He's like using a trackball. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Any of you use trackballs over here? I'm actually thinking of picking up the MX, the Logitech MX Ergo, right? MX Ergo Pro, is that what it's called? I really want to pick that up. Sure, a trackball is nice in theory, but it looks so good. The mouse itself looks so good. And I've been needing something that puts less strain on my wrist and fingers. Okay. CSC so good. Don't buy the MX Ergo. Yeah, that's what I thought too though, because yeah, it's a thumb ball, and so it'll still screw up your thumb, and so it's like half-assing a trackball. you have a good concept, you have a good idea, but you're still putting all your the pressure on the thumb. And so yeah, so I don't know yet. But the thing is that even if I use a trackball, I'll probably use it usually. I think when I'm out and about. So if I get the MX Ergo, I'll probably bring it out with me and use it with my Surface. So I probably won't even bring the Surface cover anymore. I'll just bring the Surface, nice 60% keyboard, and the Ergo. And so I can get most things done. And I'm usually not on my Surface for very long at any single time anyway. But it saves space because I don't have to get a mouse pad. I don't have to move my mouse around. That would be nice. Slim bed and L track. Okay, so L track. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I know that I know for sure I need to get something like that at some point in the future. I can't keep using the mouse all the time. Okay. I was trying to figure out where the switches go. Elecom huge is supposedly good. Ultrasound better assembly. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I might even hit you up to ask you about it. But what I really want, honestly, not even a trackball. I actually really want a magic trackpad equivalent for Windows. Because on my Surface, I actually prefer using a trackpad than a mouse. Because all the shortcuts are just so nice. Everything is really smooth. Stuff like all the gestures basically are really nice. Stuff like swiping back on a browser, swapping between programs is super easy, 3-finger swipes, and that show desktop, hide desktop, all those things are just very easy, all within reach, and I can do it all when I'm typing because my thumb can just swipe on the trackpad. And so what I really want is to get a nice, good external trackpad and put it underneath the spacebar of my keyboards. So when I'm typing, because most of the time when I'm typing, I just need to move the cursor just a little bit, right? So yeah, I can just make mini movements, micro movements with my thumbs, and that's good enough for me. And then when I do really need the mouse, then I'll just reach over to the side and use the mouse. But sadly, there's no equivalent. So that sucks. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where the bottom row switches go because there are way too many pins, so I have to be doubly sure of what I'm doing. I don't want to push the keycaps all the way in because I know removing them will take the whole switch with them because of how tight the MX Clear stems are. Does it go here? Nope. No. Doesn't look right either. Okay, sure. Oh, whoops. We're almost done with the switches though. Once I solder this, we can go ahead and test the keyboard, and then we will just solder the switch sockets. The nice thing is that I don't have to do switch alignment for this build, so that's a relief. The feeling when you have nothing to do with your life, so you're sculpting an artisan just because. What are you sculpting? Do you have a picture of it? I mean, probably still looks like shit right now. I'm just kidding. But it's probably a work in progress. But it'd be nice if you can share it. Then everyone can see it. I don't think anyone's gonna steal your ideas. I hope not. Did you see Reddit? Someone brought and desoldered his keyboard at a local bar. Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, what the fuck? Why? Why would you do that? That's horrible. Yeah, and not just soldering fumes and flux residue. Dude, lead as well. I mean, I'm assuming he's using leaded solder. Because if he's using unleaded solder, what the fuck? Why? But anyway, he's probably using leaded solder. And yeah, so he's leaving lead shit just on the table. Just... Why? Seriously, you're not gonna look cool doing it. Yeah, it's just weird. So I mean, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I said that, but again, it's not safe. Just don't do it. That's not right. Oh, maybe there's a fume extractor. Maybe you brought a fume extractor and you have it all walled off and maybe, but I don't think so. I don't remember seeing that. I know it was just at the table, I think, or something like that. But yeah, that's kind of weird. Just it's not ideal.